to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
Guns, self-defense, concealed carry. This is the Patriot Defense Podcast. From the war room in Idaho's high desert, here's your host, Todd Eccles.
Here we are. It is Saturday night. It is Patriot Defense, and we are tucked away in the war room somewhere in the high desert of Magic Valley. It's very soggy, and it's very wet outside.
Not very magic right now.
And we tried to go, well, we did shoot. How many rounds we shoot?
We persevered.
What do we shoot, like 100 rounds?
No.
50 rounds, 200 rounds, 300 rounds.
150.
We ventured down into the shooting pit, and we stood in
a couple of inch deep mud.
we stood in like 3 inches of freaking mud and shot this new gun that Tarver bought, and which we will talk about in a little while. But we didn't know if we were going to get down there because I had to walk down the dirt ramp, and I just about slid down on my butt, I think. So
it was a little spooky. And then once you got in your stance, you didn't adjust your stance.
No.
You adjusted.
You
your
were
shot.
there. Well, you were kind of suctioned into place. You weren't moving at all. No. So shout out to Greg Snyder, American Graffiti. Love that movie. Absolutely love that movie. So, what have you been up to? We haven't seen you for a couple weeks, Mr. Mark.
Yeah, work and play, and no, I haven't played actually at all.
You worked too much.
Worked too much.
Got to pay that 4-wheeler off.
Right. Yeah. And buy more guns.
And buy more guns.
Yep.
And
I ate a couple of pickled eggs and drank some expired milk tonight, so it should make for a pretty good show.
Oh, good grief! We gotta hurry. We gotta hurry this up, man. What about you, Mr. Tarver? What have you been up to?
I've been working, man. I work hard. I work all the time. Yeah. Actually, I've been purchasing guns and selling guns and trading guns, and
you've been kind of on a gun frenzy for like the last 2 weeks.
I'm kind of getting back on it, but I'm already getting burned. I'm getting burned, man.
Yeah, but you're having fun doing it, right?
Yeah, I'm having fun doing it, but still looking for that elusive, perfect firearm.
Elusive, perfect firearm. What have I done?
Yeah, you ran.
I ran today.
In the rain.
Without anybody chasing you.
Without anybody chasing me. That's right.
Grief.
Today, I've been busy at work, and I've this is the first weekend I've actually had in like a month where I haven't had. Well, tomorrow I have a class, but I haven't. It hasn't been full of classes.
So if you run fast enough, does the rain not touch you?
Oh no, I was soaking wet.
Oh, okay.
I was soaking wet. Trust me. But so I thought I'd wake up this morning and
go tactical running
and go for a little run. I ran from my house to Twin in the snow. It snowed like 1.5 inches out here.
Oh, wow.
And it's all gone now.
I didn't know it was that much.
And then it started raining, and it was foggy. But you know what? I ran. I felt good about it. My legs are going to pay for it tomorrow.
And I ran so far.
I wonder if anybody called the cops on you.
I don't know.
Somebody out running in the snow. He's running from somebody. He done something.
Little headlight bouncing around.
In the dark.
Actually, no, that's the best time to run, the fog in the dark. I absolutely loved it.
Huh.
It's when it got light and I saw how far I actually had to go. I didn't enjoy it quite as much. But anyhow, this isn't the running podcast.
No.
So anyhow, that's what I've done. Lots of classes, work, ran this morning, and tomorrow I have a class tomorrow morning. She's from Australia. This lady comes up here every 7 or 8 months. I think she maybe have family up here, but she's never shot a gun, never handled a gun, anything like that. And she wants to come up here and get a little bit of training because obviously that's kind of tough to do down in Australia. And so yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to listen to her freaking badass Australian accent.
Yeah. When is she coming?
Tomorrow morning at 9:00.
Okay, so you're going to the range.
Yeah, the range.
Yeah. Put her in the mud.
Put her in the mud.
Let's test the dedication.
I don't even want to walk in the freaking mud.
That's probably nothing to her being from Australia.
There you go. She's probably tough.
Oh, wait, no, it's drought there, huh?
Think she'll show up with like a freaking 16-inch long knife or something? Or
yeah, that's a knife.
That's I just want her to call me mate.
It's another great movie.
What's up, mate?
Crocodile Dundee. Why don't we make this the movie podcast?
The movie, because you know what? I'm not the movie guy.
Oh, okay.
So we need Dean back here because
Yeah.
you and Dean, you too, you're a movie guy. You guys could talk all day and I just sit here and this is all we'd hear from me. Absolutely nothing. But
yeah, sure, whatever.
for those who are listening, who listen to the podcast that like Dean, because there's quite a few. I've actually had a lot of requests for Mr. Dean to show back up on the podcast. So
Yeah.
Dean, if you listen,
He came in the store the other day, and I had a good conversation with him.
did he buy a gun?
No, he looked at a couple like Kruger, and
Right.
different stuff. But yeah,
He needs to get back over here and get on the podcast because people are missing Manic Dean.
yeah,
People are missing Manic Dean.
they are. Yeah.
So
It's been a while, too.
it has been. So thoughts from behind the gun counter, Mr. Mark.
I'm going off on what I like to call. I'm gonna do hashtag trigger snobs on this one.
Let's mess with them all. Hang on.
Huh?
What was that?
No.
Oh,
Go
What
on.
are you doing?
okay. No, trigger snobs.
Trigger snobs.
Look, I get it. Everybody loves a great trigger, but when you're looking at a $400 Savage Access rifle, it's made for the common person to go hunting.
The common man.
It's
100
not.
yards, yeah.
What do you expect?
There you go.
know what I mean? You can't expect a great trigger out of a gun like
I'm
that.
spending $400. I want the best of everything, Mark.
That's-
and why can't you give that to me? You work behind the freaking gun counter.
It's a
Cut
precision.
me a buddy deal.
You go into the precision rifles. Even some of those don't have the best triggers, but the guy is asking about and then he's bashing on the trigger. He's like, I'm sitting there thinking, you're probably just going to change it anyway. So what the hell do you care?
Right.
I don't know. I just
Well, he's probably talking about the trigger, but he may not even really know how to pull it and actually make the rifle work for him. But that's the
I love a
trigger.
great trigger just as much as anybody. But
What rifle was it?
this particular one was like a Ruger American, which
you have like the AccuTrigger type.
yeah,
trigger?
it's like an AccuTrigger.
That's a good trigger.
Yeah, I like
It's not
that.
bad, but no, it's not good enough for some people.
What the hell
It doesn't bother me at all. I'll shoot any gun anytime. I don't care about the trigger.
I love that trigger. I don't know.
I like the AccuTrigger.
I don't need to have a perfect trigger to shoot a gun. I just like to shoot a gun.
There you go.
So
If you are a good enough shooter, you do not need a nice trigger.
there you go.
You know how to shoot it. You get a nice trigger. That's making up for your lack of
Right.
skill.
Exactly.
That's what I'm going to throw out. That's going
A
to be
skilled shooter it shouldn't have anything to do with the
a
trigger.
skilled shooter should be able to pick up a gun and shoot it,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Even a DB9.
Even a DB, I do damn good with that DB9. That thing is just
Groups
off.
like that.
No, I'm closer than that.
I can hit you with it.
For those
For me
who
to
are
use,
just
I can hit
listening,
you
I
with
just did about the beach ball size grouping,
I'm closer than that.
basketball size grouping.
I'm closer than that. I can do like a
You can hear the rounds
I
ricochet
can do
as
like
they come
a-
out the barrel.
I can do like half of a baseball. I can do tangerine.
Oh, now come on!
A
I don't even know what a tangerine is.
a peach cot.
How about a golf ball
How many feet are you
I can do a
away?
golf ball.
with a DB9?
No, we're not talking to you, Mr.
Okay.
Tarver. We're talking to Mark right
With
now.
a DB9,
With a DB9.
I kind of want to see that.
I can't hit the center of the damn freaking bullseye, but I can get really
All right.
close.
Challenge. I
Oh.
want to see that.
I'm up for a challenge.
5-shot group, golf ball size.
Oh!
At what range?
What are we
Trevor?
waging? What are we waging?
What range are we
it's
going?
it's a little gun, dude. You
Yeah,
gotta let me
okay,
do like
so-
my teaching distance. My teaching distance.
Okay.
I don't know what that is,
Yeah.
but you know what it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
when,
So 5-shot group at teaching
when is
distance.
this going down?
When the weather gets nice. We got to write this down so we remember.
Dude, I got to borrow
Because I don't want you to be standing in the mud and stuff,
I got to
You know.
borrow that DB9. I got a guy that's going to work up some loads for it. I can do it. So what are we wagering here?
Oh, I didn't say wager. I just said challenge.
Oh, okay. Challenge. I'll do a wager.
I don't. What do you want to wager?
I don't know. Let's just do a challenge.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
it's been
It's
laid.
on.
It's on.
Challenge.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
Well, let's see it. Let's see it. If it was wagers, I'd be like, I'm waiting to see how deep it's gonna get. I might jump in there myself.
The problem is you're the only one that owns a DB9.
Yeah, I got a usage tax, so that'll cover my ante for the
There you go.
for the wager.
So what have you? We already talked about what you've been up to.
Yes, we have. But
Buying guns. So what did we shoot today? Tell everyone about your.
I gotta look at it, man.
Your purchase.
I bought another canik.
What's
By the way,
what's
if you
the
guys want a canik,
actual name on that thing? The TPSX 9mm.
a TP9 SFX.
TP9 SFX.
Good grief!
It's got like a
Why don't you just give it a name?
freaking 5-inch barrel on it.
It is, yeah.
I'll give it a name right now. We're gonna call it the Hot Toddy.
The Hot Toddy.
Yeah.
There you go.
By the way, if anybody wants a canik, the prices are going up. Grab one now because they are talking about, and it's all threats and stuff right now because they're a NATO nation, but there's talk of sanctions on them if they go in. I'm getting into politics, Anna.
Go right ahead. I
No,
don't
but it's
freaking
good to
care.
know.
If they attack the Kurds, and they're going to attack the Kurds, they're going to kill them as soon as we pull our last soldiers out of Syria. So if you want a canik, get it now. Get it now. They might be blocked from coming in the country.
So you got a regular canik, and now you bought this one.
I have a TPS. I don't know what I got. What is that?
Whatever. You got the. What kind of canik do you have?
TP9 SF.
Yeah.
Okay.
But mine's a mod 1. Mine's a first gen.
Okay.
I think he's got the mod 2, and
Yeah.
then yeah.
So
Great gun.
what do you? Yeah, you like both of them,
I
right?
love it. I thought I had the gun, and I can't take nothing away from them, but it's just not
So we learned
fitting with me.
we learned something important tonight.
I knew it before I got here.
I didn't because I wasn't. I was paying attention, but I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
So what did we learn? That you have very short fingers.
I maximize the space of a man's hand. There's no wasted space in these hands. They're powerful.
It cannot.
Powerful hands.
He's got like sausages on the end of it.
They're the way God intended them to be without deformity.
They're boudins.
Perfectly.
He's got hands.
When
that
he
look like-
points at you, he means it.
No,
They're a little too small for the cannon.
They are too small for the canik. He can't quite. You know, when you grip a gun, you're supposed to get it lined up kind of with your arm. He
Yeah,
has
I
to
can't do
cock
that.
his hand around so far and just barely gets his fingertip on that trigger.
Oh, come on, man. You make me sound like I'm 3 foot tall now.
Yeah, I'm
Not that there's
serious.
anything wrong with that.
I'm serious.
Not that there's anything wrong.
It's kind. It's
Oh.
so.
Yeah, that's the only
What gun do you normally carry then?
the shield. That's my everyday carry, but I'm still searching for the right gun.
But that's why the shield fits you well.
It does.
So
It
that
does.
we decided they needed to make a shield with like a 4-inch barrel.
They're going to change stuff though. They're going to make it wrong. They're not going to do it right.
Yeah, it's just crazy. He can't
You know?
reach that trigger. It's
Well,
nuts.
I can reach the trigger, man. You make it sound like
You know,
I'm not tall
I
enough
remember-
to get on this ride.
I think they make like a block or something you can put on a gas pedal so you can reach it. Maybe they need to make like a thing
Well,
for a trigger thing.
The only way that he can get around this, he's got the smallest backstrap on it. Is he's gonna go to Lowe's tomorrow and he's gonna invest in a Dremel tool.
Whoa.
That's what
It's a thought.
that's what we talked about.
It's a thought.
Surely it can't be that bad.
Oh my dude, I'm serious. You should see.
Wow.
I'm serious. he's gonna kill me. After
You're like,
this
is it was a freak show, man. You should have seen it. There's nothing like it I've ever seen before in my life.
So is he like a Whopper Jr. kind of guy? Because his like hands aren't big enough to grab the real Whopper.
Here.
Whoa.
Yeah, you're missing about half an inch. You're a half an inch short,
I
dude.
make up for it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, you know what they
not-
say about guys with small
This isn't
hands.
that kind of podcast.
I'm making up for it, all right?
Damn it, this is a family show.
I don't wear my link on my hands. Never mind. Okay.
So I come across something this morning when I was opening up the gun counter. You know how they're, I don't know if you've ever seen them when they're rolled over, like the handgun counter.
No.
We have the rollover lock deals. Anyway, so I opened it up and
I'm asleep by then.
so, well, you've seen the gun counter though when it is open.
Right.
So the high points we have on the bottom shelf.
Nice.
Anyway, I look at that bottom drawer. I'm on the outside looking, like a customer would be.
It's only because the high points would break all the shelves above them.
Well, that's one thing.
It's on the
Sorry,
slab.
I didn't mean to
No, that's
interrupt your
one
story.
thing.
It's on
But
the concrete.
the high points, because they're so top heavy,
Yeah.
they were all laying on their side. And I got to thinking, I'm like, maybe that's how they should be displayed. Because that's how people shoot them.
The gangster,
Right?
man. There
Sideways.
you go. So when you walk in and you want to look at a high point, you should pick up that high point and you need to do this.
Yeah, like throw it.
That's right.
Kinda, yeah.
It's kind of like, when I go to the range, everyone gets really concerned when they hear me say, watch me curve this bullet.
Yeah. That's me.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, watch me curve
Are you
this
the
bullet.
one? Are you the one
I'm
that
the one
posted
put that? Yeah. Watch me curve this bullet.
Watch me curve this bullet.
Everybody runs. I don't know why.
That's right. Stand out there, Todd. I'm going to throw this one around you.
Takes a
Going
lot of
around
practice
you.
to do that.
I think that guy that we were just watching on
He could do that. I'm sure he
Gunstreamer,
could
I
do
think
that.
he could do it, Mr. Pocono Tactical.
Before we jump
Pocono.
away, there's a new high point coming.
Oh, there is.
There's a new high point
It's
coming.
maybe going to be debuted at. I was just going to open a
Shot
can of
Show?
at SHOT Show. At SHOT Show. Have you seen any pictures of it? Has anyone seen any pictures of it? The new high point.
If I had this cricket noise right now, I would just play crickets.
It's supposed to be a breakaway from their
regular
gun that they. How long has High Point
They
been
bought
in
a new
business, by the
machine.
way?
Well, okay.
They bought a new
I
machine.
do know that the
shinier.
that the founder of High Point, like the original guy, I know he passed away just like in the last few years.
Okay.
Kudos to that man.
Everybody dogged on High Points, but the whole gun community came together and they all said, regardless of how the High Points are,
They last.
he will be missed and stuff like that.
They go forever.
They do. I don't know. They've been around quite some time. They started in Michigan, I think, and now they're in Ohio.
Well,
And they're just,
U.S. company.
yeah,
let's backtrack a little bit.
good
Before
warranty. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah.
Before the Glock come out, you wasn't finding a $500 handgun.
Yeah.
He had a cheap. He had a $250 gun when the minimum you would get is $700-800 minimum
right.
for any other gun. He was, and kudos to him. The boy pocketed millions.
So I am
And he
actually.
cooks them in a mold on the stuff.
So I am actually very minimal tooling.
Okay.
I'm
tools?
actually looking forward. I'm actually looking forward to actually see what they come out with.
I am too.
It's
Yeah.
like, to be honest with you, right now, out of everyone talking about the guns and stuff they're going to debut at SHOT Show, that one has like piqued my interest the most. I want to know what the freaking new High Point's going to look
Taurus
like.
already debuted one. It's not even shot. I mean, it's really close.
Oh yeah,
But they debuted the what is it? The TX-22, which is full size 22. It's supposed to be right out of the box, competition ready.
right.
I've seen videos on it. It's actually pretty legit for a 22.
So we have Mossberg's coming out. with one.
Mossberg came out with a new handgun.
Are you guys going to carry it?
I kind of hope so. I mean, we're already flooded. I mean, we're just
Yeah, right.
overstocked on concealed carry pistols. But I kind of like to just get my hands on one just to see what it's like.
I didn't watch the video, but I heard some people said they watched the video and the thing looks like it does pretty well.
And Mossberg, people don't give Mossberg enough credit.
I love their shotgun.
They've
Yeah,
been around.
yeah.
They've been in the game a long time. They're probably one of the few companies that still, I don't know. I think they're still family owned.
Yeah,
I mean,
I believe so.
they're just,
Yeah. So I've got
And other
a.
people are going under.
Yeah.
I married like 22, 23, 23 years. Be 24 this summer. And that's right. That's right. Married when I was 18. But I went
You
out.
sound real happy about that.
Yeah. I know I'm fine. I just had
Married when I
to
was
think.
I had to think about
I had
it.
to think about it. But when I first got married, I hadn't really even gotten into hunting. I think I got into hunting right before we got married. And I didn't have a shotgun, nothing like that. And I went out to Kmart and I bought my first shotgun. It's like $180, brand new Mossberg pump 12 gauge.
Yeah, you hear that, Rosie O'Donnell? Kmart.
Kmart, that's right. And I tell you what, that has been the best. I've used that for so many years duck hunting. I got some newer shotguns. That's the one I pick up to go duck hunting. That thing's been at the bottom of the river. I've paddled a boat with it. I've used it as a walking stick. The dog has pissed on it. It has frozen up. It has been full of mud. I don't clean it. I've cleaned it too. I've cleaned it, but I mean, I'll go like whole seasons, like couple of them, and like not clean the thing. I've refinished the stock like 4 times. That's how much I've
Wow.
used it. and the thing just keeps on ticking. The action is so wore in.
I was going to say it's got to be.
I mean, I almost like shake it like that, and it freaking racks its own around. It's freaking awesome, and I'm kind of excited to see what they come up with as far as handguns are concerned.
Nobody can be counted out. I'm waiting to see if High Point shocks the world. I'd love to see it
I'm
just
wondering
come
what
out
they
with
come out with. I mean, is it another carbine or
No, they're talking handgun.
handgun?
It's a handgun.
Double stack, maybe?
I
Probably going to be like a micro series or something.
I don't know. I mean, they said in the article, and my printer went to crap on me, so I didn't get
Anybody
the
that's
article.
on Facebook Live, let's hear what your thoughts are.
Well, scroll
about
up. Sometimes they don't
Let's
pop
see-
up
oh,
like
yeah,
they
that's
I
should.
would love to see people start carrying that and say,
No,
hey,
down by the
can't-
comments and
Can't help
scroll.
it, man. It's a good guy. I would just be awesome.
How do you scroll?
With 2 fingers. Freaking MacBook newbies. Anyhow,
Anyway.
no one's on there, I
Nope,
guess.
No, not that.
But no, yeah, I want to know. I want to see what.
Yeah,
This,
yeah, I'm
I-
curious.
Yeah,
They
let's
may.
hear your thoughts.
They may go. They may surprise us all.
Read your thoughts.
But can
They
you?
could.
They've been labeled as High Point though. So how hard do you think it's going to be for them to break out of
No,
that?
it's going to be
mold?
difficult.
It's got to be awesome to.
Taurus is kind of the same way. It's going
Yeah.
to be difficult. But, I mean, they are making some pretty good strides.
Taurus has made pretty good strides.
They've
in the last
got a
couple
whole
years.
new facility. They built a huge facility in
Right.
Georgia. I think they're heading in the right direction. But
So this guy that died, the owner, the founder of High Point,
Yeah.
passed away. Do you think that maybe this is like he was like, it's not broke, don't fix it, we're still selling
Probably,
guns? Do you
probably.
think like the new,
like the Henry Ford kind of thing?
yeah, like the new takeover is kind of like, okay, it's time to change a little bit.
Maybe, because it's like inland manufacturing or something like that now, or I can't remember who it is, but
Oh, I
don't know.
I'm interested, man.
I am.
curious.
I'm curious.
I do want to rant. Something that I rant about all the time.
And now on today's podcast, Todd's rants.
What's my rant usually about?
Running in
Shot
granola?
show.
I don't know. Oh,
Shot show.
Yes.
So, hey, Morgan. SHOT Show. It's well known. SHOT Show starts in like a week. I think it's like a week.
It's close.
It's close. It's very
And
close.
I've
do me
yet
any
to
good.
receive
Probably
my.
starts Monday, actually.
I've yet to receive my invite.
What?
Okay. I'm kind of over it, but I'm not over it.
A little
Say
late
you send
now.
the mail or anything.
Then nothing. But you know what? So I've sent all the emails in, done everything I needed to. I haven't got an invite, so I can't go. Whatever. Okay, Mr. Bill Voss, the CEO, the founder, I think, of SHOT Show. He's in charge. He keeps sending me these damn emails. Come look at your booths when you're here. Come look at this swag. Come pick up the. I'm not at SHOT Show. You failed to send me an invite. Don't send me your emails. Tell me what I need to stop and pick up. Pissing me off.
Have you tried to reach out to him and say, hey,
I probably should.
I would. I'd say, look, hey, I'm getting your emails, but something went wrong. I don't even get my
I tell you what I'm going to do. I tell you,
invitation.
when we release the podcast, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mark it as a hashtag Bill Voss. We'll see if it gets to him.
Hashtag Shot Show snubbed.
I'm gonna maybe I'll just go ahead and forward him. I'll respond to his email here and I'll send him the podcast.
I really still don't know what those hashtag things are
I have no
about,
idea,
so
but whatever. The kids do it.
kids are
You know
probably
what I
listening to us
hate?
like, well, these guys are dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I hate? If you're texting or anything like that or tweeting or whatever, a hashtag blends in and it's like, cool. I hate when people say, by the way, and Sean Hannity did that day. I wanted to punch him so bad. Hashtag fake news. Bruh, you talking to me. Just say fake news.
Yeah.
You ain't got to say hashtag. What's wrong with you,
It's
man?
not like you're typing it out.
Right.
Hello, fellow kids.
And if you are typing
Hashtag
it out,
fake news.
to me, I grew up hearing it as pound. not
Yeah.
hashtag, so-
Yeah. I don't know. I see.
Oh, we went off on a rabbit hole again.
Someone says something hashtag, and I'm like, hash browns? What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, you don't have to
Mm.
say it. You don't have to say it. Come on,
Hey,
man.
you're talking to the guy. I put it on hats. I got one hat that's got a hashtag on
You
it.
do?
That I created.
That's okay if it's written.
What is it?
Hashtag dirt don't hurt. It's for what I wear when I run
that's
my
right,
races.
yeah.
It's fine if it's written, but you don't say out the hashtag.
Okay. This show is going to go all over the board.
Yeah, we are.
Oh,
No.
It's all
I know.
over.
I'm okay with that. Let's just freaking go wherever it leads us tonight. We're talking hashtags.
Are you sure you want to do that?
I am very sure I want to do this. So,
Okay.
we're talking hashtags, and so that brings up, and I'm not going to throw it all out there what we're doing, but I'm thinking, I've discussed it with you. Kind of, you guys are like my sounding boards and help me figure out what I want to do.
Brain trust.
Yes.
That's right.
We're going to make a whole new Mondo burrito.
I don't eat burritos.
I'm cool with that.
Oh, wait, that wasn't you talking to me about
No, we are going. I think I'm going to try to add a page, and it may take a month to come to fruition, but I am going to add a page
People have been asking.
to the website, and I'm going to come up with a couple of shirts and hats, and I think I'm going to try to sell some merch or swag.
Swag.
What's the big word now?
Merch swag.
Hashtag swag.
I don't know. It's all the same to me.
I don't know.
So anyhow, we're going to kind of come up with some clever shirts, some nice stuff, and
Yeah, people actually were asking about that, and it's like, okay, cool. Well,
yeah.
see
So we're gonna brainstorm after the podcast tonight a little bit. I got some shirt ideas, and we'll see what happens. Try to maybe you can shoot at one with the canik. We sell it's got a hole in it or something. You know what?
Perfect. What we do is put a bullseye in the middle and shoot it about 8 inches low.
You're gonna cut your cord on your mic. I swear you're going to be.
So I already know. I have an idea for a shirt.
Was it?
Stick your hand on this piece of paper. I'm going to trace it.
Instead of going down a rabbit hole, we could go down a Tarver
Ladies
hole.
and gentlemen, that is a perfect. If that hand grabs a hold of you, there's nothing but death in there. Perfectly powerful, God-made hand.
Do you have to register?
I don't
that
scare caniks. Anyhow, we're making up a shirt with Tarver's hand. Never.
This is my canik hand.
This is my canik hand. Oh,
You had to put Andre the Giant hand on there.
So,
Yeah, you should put like a huge hand on.
I
There.
can't.
It's
Anyhow,
a normal hand.
I'm gonna have fun with these shirts. I think this is gonna be fun.
By the way, this is anniversary edition, isn't it? Anniversary?
Anniversary edition of
The podcast?
yeah, because we're episode 200 and 2000,
800, right?
2897.
So we're going to do something special for the anniversary edition.
Wait,
Have you been here for all of them?
No, but I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night.
We're going to do an Ask Todd Anything.
Oh,
You know what? That would actually be cool. It could be ask all of us anything. You'll answer anything,
yeah.
Tarver.
are we doing it right now, or is this for a later
No,
episode?
I know. So let's
The podcast.
We're gonna yeah. So I tell you what, we're out of order today.
I tell you what, this is a not a very widely known fact, but Todd is widely recognized as the leading authority in the Magic Valley on man nipples. So, if you have a question,
You know what I did this morning? I actually spread a little squirrel
pick
nut
on my
butter.
hands, huh? Pick on my hands.
A little squirrel nut. But maybe one of the shirts I can have will have the
Took 2 minutes to
Have the
set
nipple
Put
that
a
up.
couple Band-Aids right there.
nipples cut out of them or something. We'll shoot them out with the canik. Oh gosh, this just took a horrible
Yeah.
turn.
There's a gun in here somewhere.
Morgan says we're going to start pimping out the brand.
Yeah, I think so. Or Todd, it sounds like. I'm not sure. Go ahead and tell everyone how they can get old. We are so
Okay,
back ass.
if you'd like to, encourage us on our
We
little,
can do it at the end, too.
yeah, encourage us on our little quest to ask Todd anything.
Oh gosh.
Call the podcast hotline at 1-208-696-4397. You can also email us, Ask Todd Anything, at patriotdefense13@yahoo.com.
That's hashtag Ask Todd Anything.
Yes, hashtag Ask Todd Anything.
Or hashtag
Nipples.
sausage fingers, one of the two.
You can also check us out,
It took 2
website.
minutes to get that off the hands, to get it back to the nipple.
Check us out on the website. It's patriotdefense13.com. That's where you're going to find the merch swag or whatever we're going to call it.
Yeah, the merch swag.
When it comes to fruition. So
Swagadice.
The PD.
Ooh, I like swagadice.
PD swag.
Yeah, PD. It's the PDPC.
Well, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this swag thing as long as, and this as of now, there's really not that. There's not that much of a chance. But unless the PD10 comes out before then, I spend all my money buying a
Are you just interested in the PD10 because you're Patriot Defense?
PD10, yeah.
It's been so long.
You think the PD stands for Patriot
Yeah,
Defense?
I'm going to have that engraved on the gun.
I see what you're doing.
I
Now I get it.
think
I saw something about it. I don't know.
Oh, you were going to talk about that too.
Anyway,
But
yeah.
anyhow,
If you do have any topics of conversations or questions or anything like that,
Dakota. Sorry.
look us up, hook us up, whatever you got to do. I don't know how that works.
Kansas. Sorry.
Oh,
Someone I know from Kansas.
yes. Call us. Podcast hotline.
You can also check out my website at. Did you already mention that?
I said that. Yeah.
Oh well, check
Check it out again.
Check it out.
Do it 3 times.
But you wouldn't listen.
I'm all over
Come on,
the
man.
place. Patriot Defense 13.com and check out my blog.
Oh, the blog.
I
forgot
did a
about the
blog.
I didn't say that about the blog.
I did a blog. I'm a blogger.
And if you're okay with that, do it a 4th time.
Yeah, because I'll have another one next week.
Yeah. Well, just keep
So
going.
anyhow, you got a lot. This is a shit show tonight. You got.
We missed a week, so
But it's fun.
we're-
It's fun.
We're just
I'm just. What happened?
So you were gonna attack my.
I wasn't going to attack it. I wasn't going to
You're gonna attack my PD10. Go. What have you found out about it? What are you gonna try to sully its image?
It's not even a real topic. It's just something I was going to
Oh, it's a topic.
play you the video. I was going to play you the video and say, did you know about that? I don't know if I like
Yeah,
that.
so they've had some problems, correct?
Well, it's got a couple different trigger pulls.
But I'm going to tell
First
you.
pull to second pull.
But I'm going to tell you right now, the gun's not even released yet.
Yeah.
They are fine tuning it. They're
Okay,
getting it in
okay.
the hands of the people,
All right.
so they can release a great finished product.
All right. You can use that until it's out. Once it's out, you can't use that no more.
Morgan's on your side.
Morgan knows.
He knows.
We get it now. We know why.
I'm sorry. What side? I didn't know what was happening.
The PD10.
The
He wants it
PD10
because he thinks
Patriot
it stands
Defense.
for
Oh, okay.
Patriot Defense.
There you go.
And we were all over the
but
place.
it-
I can't keep track of what we're
They
doing.
are coming up with a perfect product, and
Okay.
they're going to test this.
All right. Well, you
as
can
much
you
as they
say
can.
that until it's out. Once it's out, if it's got the,
I will be the first one in
Live
the Magic
trigger
Valley
pull.
to own one.
Wouldn't it be called the PP10 if it was a perfect product?
Perfect. That's right. It's the perfect defense. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
watch that son.
Oh, so
fit
it's
in my
the
hand.
it's the Glock 48 then. That's what you're saying.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Stupid freaking Glocks coming out with
sorry, they beat them to the game.
adding X. I think SIG is coming out with one. And you know what? They've added an X to it too.
nice.
They've
there's
coming
a,
out.
well,
with,
there's a whole X series of SIGs.
oh, good lord!
Yeah,
there's the
there is.
X5, there's the X VTAC, there's the X Carry,
They're
they're all
following.
the
So
320s.
who's
but they're
copying who? Glock or SIG or
I tell you what,
Every-
I got the cutting edge.
XD.
I got the cutting
well,
edge.
what they are is they're mutts.
It's
is
double
really-
X.
the double X?
Yeah,
That's
they're
what you
just
need to come out
mutts.
with.
They're like mixed
Triple X.
breeds where they just mix 2 of them together. They call them hybrids. I call them mutts.
You call them mutts.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not impressed. I'm impressed with the High Point and the Mossberg.
I kind of get the Glock 48, which is basically the best way to describe it would be a single stack Glock 19.
Single stack G19.
Yeah.
Well, I guess so.
I wish they'd stop at all those numbers. It's like, come on, man, I can't keep track.
Yeah, just call it something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with Tarver on that. Just
It's
call
a
it
Glock.
something.
They all look the same. They're all freaking boring.
Well, make them a Glock 9. That's 9 millimeter. You want to make a compact, put a C on it, something like that. Come on, man. All these Glock 148s.
There's like
and all that
10,000.
stuff.
They
Yeah,
make
come on,
like
stop.
they make like 12 different 9mm handguns though.
I
Yeah,
know.
there's a lot.
They need to stop.
Freaking long slide. Freaking.
I mean,
short
I
slide,
can
freaking-
start rattling them off, and I'll probably miss a couple.
start rattling them all. Go down the list. It's just off your head.
All
Just
right.
not 9. Just all of them. G what? G
Well,
this. G...
I'm just gonna stick with 9s because there's plenty in there.
Okay, because you man, Glock fanboy
So
in the house.
there's Glock 34, which is their long slide. There's a Glock 17L, which is also a long slide. Okay.
Go figure.
Yeah.
What's the difference between those two?
There's the Glock 19X. There's the Glock 19. There's the Glock 26.
G17.
And I mean, we're not getting into the generations here. We're just talking,
Good.
then there's the
Great.
Glock 43. Now, yeah, the 17 would be the full size. I mean, yeah, there's all kinds of different
the
stuff.
Austrians are brilliant.
That's too much to keep up with, man.
There's like, several different, and it's, as you want the MOS. I mean,
Good grief.
yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to talk about Glocks no more.
And yeah, never mind the generations.
Does any of them have a good trigger?
They're all going to be the same trigger, pretty much.
So what else did you man? You kept getting a hold of me, man, saying I got good stuff for the pod. We're having like a 3-hour podcast.
I got mushrooms, man. You can't count on me for that.
What else did you want to rant about?
I was hallucinating.
Let's take it.
Here's the top.
I just remembered at the same time. We'll see if it's the same one.
It is. Is the 40 caliber dead?
I am
chills.
Is the 40 caliber a dead round?
I have chills.
I just
got the chills.
I got the vapors.
I didn't get anything.
40 caliber. Is it the dead round? Huh?
Is the 40 cal a dead
round?
So what have you been? You've been trading guns and selling guns and
it's
and
so
going
depressing.
down and this is what brought this whole thing up, right?
Yes.
So we need the backstory.
Okay. Well, I'm got a few guns and I'm like, oh, golly, man, they've just. I was sitting in my chair, all right, and I was sitting there and I was oiling up some guns. Now I noticed I shouldn't say that. I got like 6 or 7 right at my chair. I'm like, good God, they're just they're like rabbits. They're getting out of control. So I was going to get rid of some.
Freaking guinea pigs.
You have guns that breed?
Yeah, and they're making the X models.
Yeah. And so I have a SIG M40, the 229, and it's a $1,000 handgun. And I'm like, let's get rid of that. I don't want it. I'm not going to use it. I'm hoping I get $400 for it. It's up for auction right now. I'm hoping I get $400 for it. And the suggested retail is still $1,000. I mean, this ain't no cheap gun. It's made in Germany.
Is this so it's okay, made in Germany. I was going to say, is it a Navy edition or anyway.
Nah, it's 229 before that, 40 cal, 357 SIG.
Not a Legion or anything?
No.
Okay.
I can't keep track of all that. I don't even know what I own.
So anyhow, back to the caliber.
Anyway, so I'm getting rid of like 3 guns for one because I can't get anything. Anyway, the 40 cals are flooding the market. And let me tell you something right now. This is my opinion. I'm going to go before everybody beats me up. What did they sell? 10, 15 million 40 cals in the United States? There's
10 or 15 million wrong people out there.
Okay. But there's 10 or 15 million of those handguns. The 9mm was bad. Then they improved the ammunition. Well, they're going to keep working on the 40 caliber ammunition too. And right now you can get a $1,000 handgun for $300. I say get one. And if the caliber dies, which I just can't see it. There's too many of them out there right now. Then you only spent $300. But right now you can get a great deal on a 40 cal.
Don't buy a 40 cal.
Come on, man.
Don't buy a 40 cal. 40 cals are a big waste of money.
No, man.
Don't buy a 40 cal.
Come on, man. I'm selling a 40 cal. You can't tell people that.
If you got a 40 cal, flood the market with them. Get rid of them.
They are flooded now.
Buy 9mm.
No.
I almost guarantee you. I think it'd be interesting to sit back and look at SHOT. Well, at least for right now, at SHOT Show.
It's all 9mm right now.
They're all. I bet you
9mm.
every new release is a 9mm.
I got 2 of them right here in front of me.
40 cal. Get rid of it, man.
No, it's not over.
I don't
There's
like
too
40
many of them out
cals.
there.
People can't shoot 40 cals. I don't like them. I hate them.
Well, people talk about their snappy.
I'm a 40 cal snob. They will. A 40 cal will never show up in my freaking gun safe.
When the apocalypse happens.
No.
And everybody's done shot all their 9mm. And you're tripping over 40 cal round.
You're not. You're not going.
You should have one that's this cheap.
40 cal, no. It's not going to happen.
Man, you can get a 40 cal this cheap and get a kit to change it to a different caliber before. These things are cheap.
But then I'd still have a 40 cal barrel. I don't even want 40 nothing in my house. What do you think? You're pretty silent over there.
Do you think it's really dead?
Do you think it's
I have
a dead
an interesting
caliber?
perspective on this.
Well, and we want to hear it. Tell us.
So the 40 Smith & Wesson is derived from the 10mm.
Right.
They cut it down.
That was my note.
It's a short because the 10mm was
too
way
hot.
too hot.
Right.
Okay. Right now, the 10mm
is smoking
huge fire. It's on fire.
Right.
Do you know why it's on fire?
Because it is more power, more energy, more
I
energy
want to say
than a 45.
I want to say
a rifle round.
I want to say because I'm basing this, I guess, on what I see coming to my classes. I've literally in 6 years had one 10mm come into class. One 10mm.
It's expensive. I know that
it is expensive. I think the
Rounds
10mm. I think the guys buying the 10mm are the guys that are spending time up in the hills, camping, hiking, whatever. Because that is a good round for even hunting with.
Yeah. So I talked with
In a semi-auto.
Bill Garcia. He was our instructor
Yes.
for the
Yes.
armorers class. Last time I saw him, he just got back from Alaska. Everybody up Alaska
They have a
was
10 mil.
asking for a 10 millimeter Smith & Wesson
Yeah.
because that's what they want to carry. Is 10
I can
millimeter.
agree with that. 10,
But the same people will talk about how 40's too snappy.
Well, that's true. In
But
fact,
they're
that's
not-
why they developed the 40 Smith & Wesson because they thought the 10 millimeter
Yeah.
was too snappy.
But they were using it for the wrong application. The 10 millimeter is like,
well, what's the application? I mean, what's the purpose for shooting a firearm? Stopping power.
well, yeah,
when it
but
comes down to
we're talking, but you got housewives out there. You got people like
That's
that.
true.
I've seen grown men in my class that can't shoot a 40, and they're shooting it, and it's going everywhere, and they want to know, why they're not hitting their target. And I hate to say, you're big and strong, but this 40 millimeter handgun, this 40 cal handgun, it's kicking your ass. You jumps out of your hand. You can't even keep your shoulders locked. You don't have a good enough grip for the stupid 40 cal. It's a waste. It's an absolute waste.
But is it dead?
You broke Facebook.
How the
Oh,
hell
wow.
do you do this?
Anyhow,
Anyway, so
I don't think it's dead.
I'll help him out over
I
there.
am a little mixed on it because I can shoot a 40. I don't have a problem shooting a 40. Oh my gosh, look at that. So here's the thing: is I know
Thank you, Trevor.
I've had a 40 caliber. My first Glock was a 40 caliber,
Trevor's just kissing up.
and I see where a 40 caliber is. I see where it could be nice. Now I agree it is snappy, but the shooter, if you get used to that gun, it's not going to be bad.
There's no reason for a 40 cal anymore. My 9 millimeter is going to do just as good.
Why do I stick with 9 millimeter? I'll give you my one reason pretty much. Well, okay, there's two.
Cheap to shoot.
It's cheap to shoot and I can carry more ammo. That's pretty much it.
But 10 years ago, what was they saying about the 9mm?
And what is the goal?
It's garbage. It's garbage.
Right.
Just
What
throw
is-
it away.
And who was saying that?
Everybody.
Well, granted,
That was the consensus.
there is a lot more technology
You weren't saying that.
in bullets now.
Right.
Hydro shock, stuff like that.
It's a goal.
for 9 millimeter that does,
What's
make
the
it more damage.
And I put this out there. I can freaking shoot a 40 just fine too.
Right.
Okay. But what's the goal in a self-defense scenario? What's the goal?
to stop the threat.
And a 9 millimeter allows you to get more rounds downrange more accurately,
But it's
quicker.
Here's the thing, though, is like I sent to you the other day. 115 plus 115 equals 230, right?
There
We're
Right.
talking a grain of bullet.
You're right.
Problem solved.
So it takes two of those to equal the same as a.
Yeah, but
45.
Are we going to get into 45 now?
No, I don't want
Because
to.
I can go down that
'Cause
road.
I don't really care about 45.
I am fully prepared to do this.
I don't care about 45s.
We better say one caliber per show because we're going to lose everybody. They're like, oh, you guys knock it off.
I kind of like the caliber debate.
It's got a little passion in it.
So you think the 40's coming back?
I'm saying it's not dead. There's too many of them out there.
I'm saying right now it's asleep. I'm going to say that.
It's not the flavor of the month
I
right
guarantee
now.
you're gonna probably notice it come back,
I'm going to tell you this.
just like the 10 millimeter did.
Yeah.
If it comes back, it's going to come back for the right reasons. And I don't think that's for self-defense.
So what's it going to come back for?
I have no idea. The 10 millimeter came back for, okay, when I say self-defense, I'm talking like a carry gun,
Right.
shoot a bad guy type of situation. The 10 millimeter came back, but it's for like animal defense.
You know
or
where
for
I think
like
a 40
a hunting round.
I'll tell you right where a 40 caliber would be great.
Where?
Home defense. Because 9 millimeter will over penetrate.
Okay.
40, being bigger and all. Yeah, it might.
I don't know.
But-
You spend some money and you get a decent hollow point round and
That's
shoot
true.
the hollow point rounds like you're freaking supposed to, and not.
You fragment. Yeah,
The technology is there, man,
it is.
and I think that's probably, to be honest with you, probably what saved 9 millimeter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
9mm was gone. 9mm, you were mocked and laughed at if you had a 9mm 10 years ago.
And if you
No,
want,
that's not what anybody wants now.
if you want more punch, then you go ahead and you get like a plus P or something like that.
Yeah.
and a good self-defense round. Like I carry the Spear Gold Dots. I probably should shoot all those and get some new ones, but I carry the Spear Gold Dots. And
Well, you can get 147 grain 9mm.
yeah.
But when you start getting these bigger and bigger 9mm rounds, before long, you're going to start hearing, man, 9mm are shooting themselves apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I think
thing.
most police forces and like government agencies, I think they're using the 9 just because of the amount of ammo
Capacity.
Yeah. I think that's what it comes down to.
I think it comes down to that. I think there's a lot of people, not all of them. There's a good portion of them that couldn't shoot the 40 cals accurately, and they're able to shoot the 9mm quicker and more accurately.
That is quite possible too.
It is. That's the reason. That's what I'm saying. That's the reason.
Okay.
I'm not backing.
It's fine. I mean,
but this is why we have this conversation.
I like a gun regardless of caliber.
Well, so do I. But I see 40 cals. I see a lot of people that jumped on the wagon. It's got to have a 4 in it, or it's no good. You know what I'm saying?
My buddy,
That's true.
And I've seen people come in with 40 cals, and I've seen these 40 cals ruin everyone from the little old grandma to the housewife to the 19-year-old to the guy who's 48 years old and been shooting for 30 years.
Now, here's one that's going to throw you.
And they flinch, and it's crap.
The 357 SIG.
Dude, where the hell did that thing go?
Okay,
is that a dead
that's
round?
one of those. That's one of those mutts.
Yeah,
That's where they cross the 9mm and the 40.
Yeah.
Why do you feel the need to do that? I mean,
yeah, I know.
I don't get why there's so many different cross.
I think SIG was trying to get on. At the time it came out, you have 40 Smith & Wesson trying to update from the whole FBI shooting from the 9mm.
Right.
Because it was a sad round.
Not
at
anymore.
the time. And they come out with the 40 cal, and I think SIG was just trying to get in on that market with the 357 SIG. Even the naming of it, I mean, they're pretty interchangeable.
You think they jumped in there on the 350 with the 357 SIG because they equated to the old like 357 revolvers?
Well, they marketed it that 357 power.
I mean, and this happens all the time. We have signs up that said all ammo sales are final.
Yeah,
How many people buy the 357 SIG thinking it's a 357 mag?
I guarantee you that's why they call it a 357 SIG. I mean,
they
one of the
marketed
reasons.
it that way. They marketed it as having to knock down the penetration power, the one shot kill reputation of the.
It's a 357 in a semi-auto.
Now I'll give them credit because it is a hell of a round. If you look at if you look at the BCs on that 357 SIG, it's a hell of a round.
Yeah,
I mean, but
I've never shot a 357. Have you shot one?
No.
I wonder how much it wallops.
I don't know. I've shot a 10mm.
I don't remember.
I don't think it's any worse than a 40.
You know, there's a 10mm I'd like to get my hands on, and that's the XDM.
That new one?
I don't know if it's XDM because the XDM.
Yeah, they just came out.
I'd love to get my hands on it. It's brand new. It's been out a few months. I'd like to really get my hands on it.
If I'm going to do a 10mm, you're going to hate me for saying this, but I'm going to do a 1911.
Kind of snappy.
Hey, whatever. I've ran one. I've shot one.
A little snappy.
Yeah, I think in a 1911 platform, I think 10mm is awesome.
Right, but if I'm gonna buy a 10mm, it's not gonna be one that I carry for self-defense necessarily. It's gonna be one that I carry in the woods. And to be honest with you, I think the XDM and a semi-auto, a freaking double stack, I think that's the way to go.
Well, I mean,
if
I'm gonna do that, I'm just gonna go Glock 20.
There you go.
So
yeah,
for the double
I
stack.
have no idea what a 20 is. What's a 20?
It's the full size.
The full size 10, right?
Yeah. If you get a Glock 40,
grief.
which is the long slide version of it.
Right.
See, they can't even keep it. They should have like 1 through 10 as 9mm, 11 through 20 as 40s or. Come on, man! They're just all over the place with that.
So did I teach you how to scroll up just to check?
I wasn't paying attention.
Put the arrow down there.
That?
Okay. And take 2 fingers, put 2 fingers on there, and swish up.
Oh, up. Okay.
On the comment, or right in between the comments. Sorry, we're having a little there now.
Ah, crap.
Little technical issue here,
pushed
folks.
it.
Okay, you did it, but you went the wrong way.
You said to go up.
There. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Look at that crap.
Hey, grief, boy, we done kicked off some trouble here.
Yeah, we did.
454 Casul.
What do we?
Well, yeah, that'll do some damage.
Keiki. So Keiki's got an interesting story. I'll just throw this out there. I met Keiki when I was in high school over in Oregon. She moved from Hawaii to Hermiston, Oregon, to Alaska, and now she lives in Florida.
Wow, that's a little bit of
That's some traveling.
change.
Yeah. So
Florida from Hawaii to Alaska is a little drastic.
She grew up on Kodiak Island. So that's why she's saying 454 Cazul.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Awesome. So, what, man, that was a firestorm. I like that.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Got a little heated.
What else we got going on
What
here?
happened?
You're full of great ideas.
I was kind
man.
of in a zone right there.
What?
So.
What else you got? You got anything else for us to go off
I
on?
got something I'm pissed off about.
Oh,
Oh,
here we go.
Whoa.
Do we
What
do
do
the
we got?
intro?
Yeah, what was the name of the segment again?
You know what?
Let me tell you
You
what
know
we-
what grinds my gears? I don't know.
No.
Let me tell you what pisses me off with
Okay.
Tarver.
I couldn't remember. But yeah, we need some music for that, I guess. This is what pisses me
I
off.
can
right?
add it in.
Now I got another handgun ordered, a Smith & Wesson Performance Center.
Oh, yes.
I always said I would never order a Performance Center because basically you're paying for the name on it. And you get a little bit of the rinky-dink upgrade.
Well, Cal, tell us what it is.
It's a 22.
Okay.
It's what is it, new 22? That
Is it the Victory?
there you go.
Oh, okay.
And Performance Center.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ooh, that's nice. And it was an impulse buy, which I do quite often. And I hadn't picked it up yet, but it was like, man, that is nice. So basically I'm paying $200 extra just for the grip. Just for the grip, man. And it's got an adjustable trigger.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a 22 that didn't have a nice trigger? I have never seen a crappy 22
Yeah,
trigger.
the Ruger Mark IV.
Really?
Yeah. Compared to the Victory.
I'm glad you told me that because I was looking.
I don't like
I
the
own-
Maybe
Ruger
I'm not
Mark
so
IV
pissed
trigger.
off anymore.
I own two 22s.
Now, this is
and
coming from
they're
a guy that
rifles.
just went on a rant about the trigger snub thing.
Yeah.
I don't like the Ruger Mark IV trigger.
Okay, well, I got something
God,
more
what a
on that.
snob.
I know.
What a snob.
I
Are
know.
you
I'm
a
such
rim?
such a hypocrite.
Mark's a rimfire snob. Ooh, that's a shirt idea. Rimfire snob.
Center fire only.
That's right.
Well, and the whole trigger thing, just like not just the trigger, but everything on it. The gun manufacturers have copied. What are you looking for? Have
Nothing.
copied
The
the
views.
auto manufacturers. You think Smith & Wesson can't make a butter trigger every time? No.
You got to pay extra for that
Exactly.
at the Performance
exactly.
Center.
But not only are they making the right gun high price, they're
Are you
making
high?
Yeah,
Sorry.
probably.
they're making the base model crappy on purpose.
Burn one.
They're crapping them up just to make you get the
You-
higher model. They're doing it on purpose. It's marketing.
Did you hear what he just
No,
said?
he might be
Yes.
onto something though. I potentially can see that.
They're doing that stuff on purpose, and it's like, well, if you want good sights, you got to get this other model.
We had a hell of a nerve over
And
here.
it's, it pisses me off.
But you know what? You know what? You're still buying one.
Hey, I've already got it coming, yeah.
Yeah.
But I said I would never buy one, but I did it.
Why?
It's on the way, and I already don't like
So
it
is
now.
fiber optic sights on it?
Yeah,
See, and I actually really
Those
like
are
fiber optic sights.
pretty sweet.
He's got them on his canik.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I will give the XDs credit for is those fiber optic sights.
But their
Right.
base model has the sights. The only thing it don't have is it's got the threaded barrel. It's $3.99 instead of $5.99, and the only thing it doesn't have is that big old pillow of a grip, which is pretty nice, and an adjustable trigger. I mean, come on, it's a 22 trigger, man. It's a 22 trigger.
What do you?
You know that one? Okay, you were looking at this gun. It's the
Which one?
The Ruger Precision 22.
Oh yeah.
That thing has got an amazing trigger on it. I will give him that. You touch that thing, it's going off.
I am not buying a gun until I find my PD10. I'm not buying a gun until I get
This,
my PD10.
this could potentially be your son's gun.
So might be the PD10. You might be here waiting a while.
Dude, I can't get him to bring him firewood. I ain't buying him crap. No. That I actually, if I was to go buy a 22, because I only have two 22 rifles. I got some piece of crap Sears and Roebuck thing that's just garbage. And then I don't know what
I
that
didn't
was.
do it.
2 Performance Center pistols, level. Okay.
And I've got a little cricket over there that I can't actually use because someone pushed the freaking lock on it and I can't find the damn key. I need to bring it in, and you need to get a key to unlock it for me into the store. But so Morgan spent money on 2 Performance Center pistols. He loves them. You have 7 22s?
722s.
Good
No,
grief.
8.
I've only got I might have like 75 rounds of 22 ammo. That's it.
Oh, I got a few thousand, but I don't know if they're any good. They've been sitting there so long.
Oh yeah, they'll still shoot. The
I
old
tell you
stuff
what.
was the best stuff.
I had a Mark III Ruger, the kind that didn't have the easy takedown. And I got it because it had a threaded barrel and I had a suppressor. So, hey, cool. That's what they had at the time.
Yeah.
I took that thing apart and was going to clean it and bring it out here and was going to plink with some. I got some subsonic rounds, and play with it. Man, have you ever tried to put one of those things back together?
What
I'm sure you have.
What,
Mark III.
the Mark III.
Ruger.
Okay,
No.
taking it apart is no big deal.
Yeah, that
Putting
was
it back
easy.
together, different story.
You know where it's at right now?
That's why the Mark
Where's
IV.
it at?
Sent back to Ruger.
So I will
I
tell you
bent
this:
something. It's like it don't work no more.
I don't like the
Oh,
Mark
man.
IV trigger, but I do like how it takes down.
Beautiful.
It
It
is
is so much
easy.
nicer than the Mark III.
So easy.
The Mark III, you got to spin it. Oh, it's
By the way,
go to
if
YouTube.
you guys are interested in Rugers, they're up in their price on all Rugers, coming really soon.
Why?
I don't know.
Just doing it.
Just the market, I guess. I don't know.
Probably
So
at the SHOT Show.
everyone run out and buy yourself a LCR. LCP.
LCR would be better than an
I got an L-
Yeah.
I like my LCR.
Oh, LCRs are great. I meant the LCP.
The LCP little 380.
Freaking-
Too small.
If it's the
Horrible.
LCP2 maybe, but not the first one.
I don't like any of those little ones.
No, I know.
I'm trying to think. I had some rants too, but I can't remember them now.
Well, you was wanting to talk about we got a new trainer on YouTube.
Oh,
He is
Pocono
instructing-
Joe. What's
Pocono Tactical.
Pocono Tech.
Pocono Tactical. Now this is Tarver's baby. because
Ah,
you found it.
I stumbled across him. Yeah.
So we watched a little.
we just starting to investigate.
We're starting to investigate, and I'm gonna tell you, Voda,
I'm impressed.
Pocono Tactical's coming for you.
Coming for you. He's bringing the tactical.
He'll show you how to draw and fire your AR from the confines
I'm not sure of your
car.
tactics right now.
Well,
So I'm going to keep acting tough until I figure him out.
That's right. But yeah, everyone should go and check out this guy, Pocono Tactical. It's PoconoTactical.com. The guy actually paid for a website.
Yeah.
Check it out. You go there, you can see some of his videos.
And his
you
YouTube
can follow
page
him.
is something different.
You
but,
can follow that back to YouTube, and the guy has, I don't know, 40, 50 videos, and we've watched 1.25, and enough to know that it's quality. It's gold, dude. It is.
It's nice.
It is YouTube gold.
It is gold. It is entertainment.
It is so entertaining.
You're going to have people calling and complaining that you told them to watch that.
And right now, you can be on the
I'm gonna
ground
up
floor
this
level.
guy's ratings. He
You don't
better
have
pay.
like 100 views, huh?
Yeah, you can be on the ground floor.
Ground floor. You can say, I knew him way back when.
Those people are going to write you letters and they're going to say, we are that much dumber for having just watched that.
But if you want a good Sunday afternoon laugh, dude, check it out.
Yeah, so far. So
Good
far.
stuff. Good stuff. Quality family.
And when you're in your car, I mean lawn chair,
and you want to shoot out your window.
you want to shoot from behind the table.
Just pull
your car
your
dashboard.
AR out of the
You
mud.
want to shoot through. You want to shoot through your window.
Shoot through your window because the guy cut you off.
That's right. And we're gonna.
And there's 4 other guys that are just come out of nowhere.
We're gonna demonstrate this while sitting on a lawn chair as we bury the muzzle of our AR-15 into the freaking mud. We are commenting like, "Hello, Morgan."
Yeah, you can whoop a bear with a switch after you get through with that training, boy. I tell you,
That guy is.
whoop a bear with a
That
switch.
guy is awesome. He's awesome. And remember to use that car method, the center axis relock.
$4,000 laying around.
What's
Holy
Morgan
crap.
saying?
44 auto mag.
Oh,
$4,000. You got $4,000.
that's what they costing now.
Apparently,
They still make those.
that come out again.
Oh, really?
There you go.
You can get it in a Desert Eagle for $1,000
There you go.
or $1,500.
So what else? What else?
Not
do we
as
got?
pretty,
Do we
though,
have
and
anything else to
Clint
rant?
Eastwood got we got news, man. We got news,
Oh,
We got news.
all over the place.
News stories.
We're camping out tonight, man. We're pulling a.
It's a
What's your-
anything you got kind of show.
You got your news story, man. This is like the star of the evening right now.
Tarver is.
Dude. You're on fire.
What did I do, man? Don't put that pressure on me.
No, okay. We got us a story here.
I got one of Pocono Tactical students here.
Oh, as you see, I didn't even touch him. I got burned.
Where was this at? Where was the Outback Steakhouse at?
I don't know. I probably.
Oh, I love Outback Steakhouse.
Orlando Park.
Oh
Okay.
God, Florida man.
Florida man again.
See, we got a guy in Florida, Charles Washington, 63 years old, actually accidentally discharged his unholstered firearm while sitting in a booth at the Outback Steakhouse.
And why did he do that? Why did he do that?
He had it. All it says is it was unholstered, but it was in his belt. So I'm assuming he was appendix carrying since the round went through his thigh and into the floor of the Outback Steakhouse.
But he didn't have a holster.
Did not have a holster. But he adjusted as he sat down.
He adjusted as he sat down.
And shot himself. Luckily, he didn't hit an artery there, but, I don't know. We'll leave that up to it's between him and God, man. Maybe it's time to go.
Let's get a good holster, okay?
Let's get a cheap holster. That's like the guy with the gun up your
cheap
butt.
would be better than
Get
nothing.
something, man. Don't put a gun up your butt. But, yeah.
Gun up your butt.
And these guys, the people in the booth next to him wasn't sure that it was they thought the power went out. So I want to know what kind of gun it was. That's not a whole lot. If I'm in the next booth and a round goes off, hey, brother, everything okay over there? You all right? I don't know. But anyway, he went.
Must have had the chili.
But, yeah, so he went to the restroom and stopped the bleeding with tissue paper.
Well, he's embarrassed at this point.
Oh, yeah. And unfortunately, people knew about it, so he had to go turn himself in. And now we're all of the world is laughing.
Then he didn't get it.
Charles Washington.
Didn't get to eat his blooming onion.
Hashtag Charles Washington.
Don't be Charles.
That's right.
Then he didn't get to eat his blooming onion.
Yeah, I wonder if he was on a date. I mean, he's
How
63, but maybe he was, single.
he could
He's
be,
out
I
there.
don't know.
Hey, baby, pow.
Ask your
It was going good for a little while. Never mind.
your class tomorrow. Ask her if they have Outback Steakhouses down in Australia.
I'll have to ask her. Yeah, that's on a grill. That's actually that's when you cook a steak on the Barbie.
No, don't do that.
Oh, is that what that means?
So there was a.
She may shoot you. Don't do
I
that.
I got another story, kind of more local to us. There was a gentleman. He's the co-owner of the Utah Gun Exchange.
Oh yeah.
And it's been a while since I read this story. I just printed it off here, so I might get some information wrong. But he's accused of being in possession of weapons and a large amount of marijuana and cash. The authorities, for some reason, they felt the need to serve a search warrant on his home in Sandy, Utah.
Somebody ratted him out.
Someone
what it is.
That's
someone ratted him out. And it says Brian Allen Melchior, a co-owner of the Utah Gun Exchange, was charged with possession with intent to distribute a controlled substance and multiple firearm charges. So I don't know what he had firearms-wise. I'm thinking maybe something without a Class 3. I don't know what he had.
He said he was a dealer, right?
I don't know if he's a dealer. So the Utah Gun Exchange is, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you know?
I don't know about that.
I think it's kind of like where they buy and sell guns. I mean, you can like post it. They have like their own website, maybe their own Facebook type thing, or they used to. I think they actually came around when Facebook was getting rid of the guns.
Right.
And they created it was like.
I know people are watching you point with the knife.
So I think it's like the KSL, or the buy and sell trade pages for firearms in Utah. I think Idaho might actually have one too, but so I don't think he's a dealer. And I used to not personally know, but I used to know one of the other co-owners. I was friends with him on Facebook and stuff. But the picture they showed of this guy was just nuts. But I mean,
he's kind of crazy.
He looked freaking wild-eyed, but anyhow, Anyhow, don't.
So what drugs was he caught with?
Just pot, I think. Just marijuana.
Don't do pot, folks. Just because it's legal don't mean you have to do it.
Well, hey, speaking of that,
it's a gateway drug.
Speaking of that, we all know we've gone over the drug thing before. Okay.
Oh,
we don't need to hash that out. You were here.
Oh. I was on drugs. I don't remember.
That night,
was that when Dean was here on Percocet?
Right,
Were you smoking the weed?
Old Percocet Dean. So someone pointed this out, and it actually makes sense to me. So you know how these different states are kind of legalizing marijuana and whatnot, even though it's a federal thing. So here's one of the things: do you think they're doing that, and they're using that as someone points out? Maybe they're using that as a back door in to get your guns.
Very possibly. I'm heard
because you're not supposed to have firearms.
I'm sorry.
I was saying you're not supposed to have firearms if you are under the influence and smoke marijuana or have the medical card, so that could be a backdoor tactic that they're using.
Yeah, right. The devil's lettuce. We got you, boy.
The devil's lettuce.
We got you.
Murder Mountain.
But I'm here. That's a good show. But I'm hearing that Marco Rubio's supposed to introduce federal red flag law legislation.
Yes.
And they're moving, man. They're moving. I tell you what, the election's over. Guess what? We're losing another senator next week.
Peter.
They're going after them, man. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. Those red flag laws.
Right.
We got to watch that stuff because people don't think maybe that can happen in Idaho, but.
You let it get federal, and I tell you what,
Yeah.
man. Idaho, I'm going to leave it alone. I was about to get on a rant. But, yeah, of course they'll do it. Of course Idaho will do it, man. They have cigarette court. Cigarette court.
This is a personal thing with him.
Cigarette court. Yeah. And so, yeah, don't think they won't do it. They'll do it. There's revenue in it. They'll do it.
Judges listen to this show, Tarver.
That's all right.
Cigarette court judges.
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
But he's a cigarette court. I won't have no cigarettes, brother. What you think about that? Yeah, there's a cigarette court in Idaho. So, yeah, if there's money in it and the tyranny of do-gooders, they will do it.
I've heard, I don't know if I want to get into that.
Well, no, you do. Get into it. We got into all kinds of crap.
I've heard police officers say that they should just legalize it.
What's that? Pot? It would
and here's because
I think so.
I think so
because
too, but I don't think people should
they're wasting their
resources.
assets and their resources to bust somebody that has like an ounce of weed or something. I don't know what an ounce is. That a lot? I don't even know.
Yeah,
that depends on the party.
I guess so.
So
I don't know.
But they're wasting a lot of resources just for pot.
They are, man. You know how many jail cells are filled up with people?
The jail thing
with
and
pot.
So let me we're going to go down this road. We've gone down all kinds of roads today,
Let's
right?
go, man.
I don't mean to interrupt. We're going to talk about drugs for a minute.
Getting the four-wheel drive.
Are we going back to the drugs?
Just for a minute.
Me some drugs.
We're going back to the drugs. No, I
build a wall.
I consider myself libertarian. Okay. So I look at drugs and I say, as my libertarian beliefs are, I'm going to back this up. My libertarian beliefs are, you do whatever the heck you want as long as it doesn't cost me money and it doesn't bother me. I don't care, and you should feel the same way for me. Does that make sense? Okay, you do have to have some laws in place. Yes, I don't think you should go out and be doing the purge thing every night and killing a bunch of people. I don't think that's good. But that actually affects someone else's life, so you shouldn't do that. So as far as drugs are concerned, legalize the freaking drugs. I would like to see that, but I don't think we're ever going to actually see legalize all the drugs type of thing, because then we have to be able to walk down the street,
keep making new drugs,
and
man.
step over someone that's methed out of their freaking mind on the sidewalk without wanting to pick them up and use my tax dollars to put them into a rehab. Okay, that's never going to happen, but at the very least, just legalize pot. I mean, my gosh, you legalized. I'm not going to smoke it. I don't do drugs. I don't have a desire to do drugs, but anyhow, whatever. It's just a big freaking waste in my.
I'm kind of the opinion that if you do that, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with firearms. You give up a little, then what's next? They're going to want more.
Right.
So, I mean, I do see if people are doing it in their homes and they're not hurting anybody, as long as I'm not around it, I don't care. But I also see the other side of it.
I agree with both of you guys, but there are health effects that right now is being minimized to where it's just completely harmless. And you ever seen one of those guys get paranoid?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, they don't want a firearm around them.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, and I mean, you're just it's just like alcohol.
Yeah,
you're gonna have guys driving. You're gonna have guys driving around high.
And you get angry drunks and you get happy drunks, and sometimes it pitches. So it's not a nothing drug, but I agree it should be legalized. But
it's Patriot Defense. 5 minutes of wacky tobacco.
Devil's lettuce.
Devil's lettuce. I like that better.
I don't have a cool name for it. So.
There we go.
I've never even really been around it.
Mary Jane.
The weed, the pot.
So one more story. I titled this one, Go Wyoming. A new bill to override local gun control laws and allow Wyoming, is that even a word, Wyomingites, to carry guns on school
there ain't enough
grounds
of them to get angry about it.
and in other public places has been proposed with widespread support in both chambers of the Wyoming legislature. It was signed by, they didn't even say, has signed on as co-sponsors. 13 members have signed on as co-sponsors, as well as 23 members of the 60-person House. So, according to that, the bill, this legislation would preempt bans on firearms in all public schools, including on public university and college campuses, governmental meetings, and athletic events, both college and professional. It would not preempt private property rights, stuff like that, or like federal buildings. But what a step for Wyoming. That's freaking fantastic. Let them in, man. Let them roll. I wish Idaho would do something like that. But
Idaho's always dragging around. They'll wait till 4 or 5 other states do it, and then they act like they're so super conservative. I mean, get out of here, man.
Well, here's the thing. I saw another article. Our new governor.
Mm-hmm.
Not super impressed because now he's stating, and this is a whole nother topic, but global warming is a thing and we need to fight it.
Oh, man.
Anyhow, do we have any other gun stuff? It's too late to go off on other topics.
How long have we been going? I think that's...
an hour, 9 minutes.
That's all?
That's all.
Man, it seems like we've been
Do you got any rants, man? Me and Tarver have been talking rants for 2 weeks now.
So there used to be like $1 soft tacos, and now they're just gone through the roof.
I don't eat tacos anymore. So he's kind of looking at us like, you notice when he looks at us, he's kind of got that look in his eye like we might be little nuts.
No, I'm not thinking that at all.
Everybody kind of looks at me like
I'm kind of following what you guys are saying. I mean, I have different ideas on it, but I don't know.
Well, it's cool. I mean,
my ideas are my ideas.
Well, I think that's why we got a good show, because we don't have the same opinions.
I want to make it clear. Sometimes I get in the thought in my head, and I got to get it out because I'll lose it. But I don't mean to cut anybody off. So
no, you're right. It's not that. I just I don't know. I don't know. My opinion is just.
You like to lay low a little bit, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, you know what, though? I understand that because you are more in the public eye than we are. People know you.
Yeah.
They know where you work, and they will come and they will chat with you. And I totally understand that. By the way, if you need a firearm, go see Mark at D&B Supply.
Yeah.
I'm throwing that out there because of what we talked about the other day.
Yeah.
So, anything else, guys?
I'm there to answer your questions. Even if you haven't done any reviews on firearms.
There you go. So next week, no one else needs to hear this, but next week podcast, I'm probably going to have to do it Friday evening if we do one, because Mark is going to help me at my class next Saturday.
Oh, that is next Saturday.
And I have almost 30 people signed up for my enhanced permit. It's freaking full class. My gosh, is it a full class? Can you get your work done in time to come on Friday?
I don't know. I hadn't done any this month, so I can do it all this week.
I hope our new boss doesn't listen to this podcast.
Well, he knows it's his fault. So there you go.
So anyhow, I think I'm going to call episode 2568.
Ask Todd anything.
Episode of Patriot Defense Podcast. I think we might be done. I think we need to put our brains together and come up with an Ask Todd anything. Ask Mark anything.
We'll make a show out.
Ask us anything. In fact, let's do that right now.
What's that podcast?
Say it again.
You can call in. You can send an email. Whatever you want. So this is for, I don't know when we're going to do this episode. Let's give everyone 2-3 weeks to call in.
Maybe we'll do a drawing.
Maybe we can get two people.
Drawing.
Maybe we may do that.
For a hat.
Well, like 3 weeks, we're going to do an Ask Todd, Ask Mark, Ask Tarver anything. Ask us what our favorite color is. Ask us, it doesn't even have to be gun related. Ask us anything, and we will answer it. You need to get a hold of us via our hotline, or you can email us. Or you know what? You can even text me. So you give them the first two options, and I'll give them my phone number.
Okay.
Why not?
All right. So call in, podcast hotline. You're going to have to leave a message. It's not really too hard to do. We will listen to it. The number is 1208-696-4397. The easiest way to probably reach us is the email, patriotdefense13@yahoo.com. That is patriotdefense13@yahoo.com. You can type your question out, do whatever you need to, click that little send button, and we will read it.
And if you don't want to actually, if you didn't catch that email address, if you go to my website, patriotdefense13.com, patriotdefense13.com, and you can hit the contact button, and it'll just bring up a little form. You type in your question and send it to me. And while you're there, give me a good Google review. That would be fantastic.
And rate the app.
You're a
Download
guru.
this freaking podcast. Share it with your friends. We have a lot of fun. I know every week we get some new listeners, and we appreciate that. And we appreciate all the continued support that we receive. And my gosh, you got to learn how to freaking run that thing. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm a little behind.
I am going to fire.
What is it?
I am going to fire Mark. But anyhow, if you want to send in a question for Ask Todd anything, Ask Mark anything, Ask Tarver anything, and you don't want to email and you don't want to call that a hotline, you can shoot me a text message at area code 620-794-6223. That's area code 620-794-6223, and I guarantee you I will answer you back. There's numerous people that I've never met before that listen to the podcast that send me, that talk to me. They're my friends now. They talk to me weekly. They shoot me emails. Hey man, or text message. Hey man, what are you doing tonight? I'll chat with you. I have no problem.
Any new listeners? We're not crazy.
Well, yeah.
I mean, tonight got a little crazy, but I think it was good. Morgan thinks it was good. So
there's no paperwork.
Hey, we had a great time. But until then, I think it's time to go. It's foggy out. We may not find the house again.
I might not find my truck. I about got stuck.
Oh, good grief. You broke the rule. We talked about parking in the driveway. You pulled into the freaking field.
I was waiting for him to punch it. Punch it, man. Punch it.
I went in to get you. I noticed you were, I don't know what that is. I noticed you pulled into the field. I ran out the back door and I hear Tarver go, "Oh shit." So,
as soon as I'd made that turn, I'm like, I don't know if I should be doing this.
That's right. Anyhow, until then, thanks for joining us. Talk to you later. Maybe. If I can find the shut off button. Bye.